There's a house at the edge of Black Hollow Road. Everyone in town knows it. Everyone avoids it. They say it's haunted, cursed, that the ghost of Walter Marin still walks its halls. For years, his widow, Eleanor, swore that it was just her husband, that he was lonely, restless, that he only wanted her attention. But when the police saw the bruises, the claw marks, the shattered mirrors, they knew this was no grieving spirit. Eleanor would always whisper the same warning to anyone who came near. Please, don't stay after dark. It doesn't like strangers. No one ever did. Until a man named Ethan Cole arrived. Ethan was a paranormal investigator. He ran a small YouTube channel called Spectre-Proof. He debunked haunted hotels, shadow figures, and cold spots in attics. But when he heard about the Marin house, something inside him stirred. This could be the one, he told his audience. The most documented haunting ever recorded. The day he arrived, the skies were gray, a smothering kind of gray that made noon look like twilight. The house loomed behind a line of dead oaks, its roof slanted, its windows dark as eyes that watched from the inside. Eleanor opened the door before he could knock. Her face was thin and pale, her eyes sunken and hopeless. You shouldn't have come here, she whispered. But Ethan smiled. I'll pay for 2 nights. I just need footage, that's all. She hesitated, her fingers tightening around the rosary at her neck. Then she stepped aside. Fine. But if it starts calling your name, don't answer. Ethan set up his gear. Infrared cameras, EMF sensors, recorders, a fortress of blinking lights. He narrated confidently. Old foundations, creaky wood, water damage, probably explainable. But at midnight, the air grew still. A faint sound echoed from the hall. Creak, creak. Footsteps had measured, slow. He turned his camera toward the sound. Nothing. Then a whisper. Eleanor. He froze. Who's there? No reply. Only the groaning of old timber. He climbed into bed, leaving the camera rolling. At 3:12 a.m., the bedsheet began to move. First, a gentle tug, then harder. It slid from his chest, then his legs, until it fell to the floor. He sat up, heart pounding. The flashlight on his nightstand wouldn't turn on. Then came the voice again, this time closer. Eleanor, he's home. He didn't sleep the rest of the night. The second night came quickly. Ethan looked pale on camera. I reviewed the footage, he told his viewers. There's movement, shadows, whispers. I don't know what I'm seeing anymore. As dusk settled, the temperature dropped. The lights dimmed, cameras flickered. A loud crash echoed upstairs. Something heavy, violent. He grabbed his recorder and went up the staircase. Each step moaned beneath his weight. At the top, the master bedroom door creaked open. Inside, the bed was disturbed, and on the pillow lay a photograph. Eleanor and Walter Marin, smiling. But as he looked closer, Walter's face distorted, his smile stretching unnaturally wide. The lights flickered once, twice. Then the mirror shattered. Ethan screamed as the dresser slammed against the wall on its own. He stumbled backward. Walter, he shouted. If you can hear me. A violent slam sent him crashing to the floor. The air vibrated. Something whispered his name for the first time. Ethan. He didn't finish setting up cameras that night. By morning, Ethan was shaking. He tried the front door. Locked. The windows sealed shut. It was as if the house itself wouldn't let him leave. He called Eleanor's number. No signal. Everywhere he turned, something moved in the corners of his eyes. Reflections that blinked a bit too late. Then came the voices. Not just one anymore. His mother's voice. His brother's. Dead relatives whispering from the hall. Ethan, come upstairs. He dropped his recorder. Mom? He climbed the stairs again, trembling. Halfway up, the light bulb burst above him. And there they were, dozens of figures, standing at the landing. Half-formed, pale, eyes black as pitch. He stumbled backward, gasping. One reached out a thin gray hand that grabbed his wrist, cold, like ice and fire together. He screamed, wrenching free. His skin blistered where it touched him. He bolted into the kitchen. The overhead light flickered violently, then died. And in the faint red glow of his camera light, something was crawling across the ceiling. Long, twisted, human-shaped. Its head turned backward and smiled. He ran, through the hallway, down into the basement. The smell hit him first. Rot, sulfur, damp earth. He pointed his flashlight at the wall. Every inch was covered in deep scratches. At the center, carved in blood, "Get out, get out, get out." And below it, in smaller letters, "It is not him." He stared in horror. The whispers surrounded him now, circling closer and closer. The air thickened. He could barely breathe. "It's not Walter," he gasped. It never was. He tried to climb back up the stairs, but something grabbed his ankle, yanking him down. He fell, hard. Then the voice, deep, layered, distorted. "You wanted proof." He crawled toward the corner, shaking, clutching his camera. "You're not Walter," he shouted. "What are you?" Silence. Then softly, "I am what he brought home." Ethan pressed his back to the wall, recording everything. The camera trembled in his hands. "I think it's a demon," he whispered. It used Walter's voice. It used Eleanor's love to stay alive. The light flickered. Every object in the room lifted slowly into the air. The table. The tools. The camera bag. Ethan screamed. Invisible claws raked across his chest. He was thrown into the wall, head cracking against stone. His flashlight burst in a flare of white. Then the whisper returned inside his mind. "You wanted to see me?" His nose bled. His hair lifted, pulled by unseen hands. He convulsed, screaming until his voice broke. The camera fell, still recording. The last image it captured was Ethan's body, twitching, eyes roll white, and behind him, a tall, black figure smiling in the dark. When the sheriff arrived the next morning, the front door stood open. No sign of Ethan. No sign of Eleanor. Just a dozen cameras still running. Each one showed the same thing. An empty room. And in the far corner, a dark silhouette. They tried to sell the house once more, but no one made it past the porch. Locals say that if you drive by at night, you'll see a red light in the upstairs window. And if you roll down your window, you might hear a voice whisper from inside, soft, familiar, and wrong. "Ethan, come home." And that was the house on Black Hollow Road. Would you have stayed the night? Tell me in the comments below. If this story sent a chill down your spine, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because it's our 2-week Halloween story marathon. Every night, a new nightmare. Every whisper, a new haunting. Until next time, keep your lights low, your doors locked, and remember, some houses don't want to be left alone.